Hello, good morning. I'm Eloise Charet-Calles. I live in New Denver, and I've been teaching at the 4 various schools in our area for over 10 years now, maybe 15, could be 20, I'm not sure. But about the cedar and the tree that we harvested out in Arrow Lakes, and now I want to show you how to make a basket. Today we're going to learn the very basic foundation of basket weaving, and from this example you'll be able to make more baskets and other baskets and bigger baskets. But I want to show a very small example today, and we're just going to do a square, and that will be as simple as we can get in order to give you the knowledge you need to do a basket. So we begin with our fiber that we soaked overnight, separating it into 3 distinct bundles to give you an idea of what we need to work with. And our fiber is nice and flexible, and that because afterwards it's going to turn hard, and we want to be able to weave with it. Now I'm going to put the string down, and we have here the ribs, the weavers, and the string that's going to attach everything. And so you're going to do a cross-like example, and you're going to fold these 2 in half, and they're going to be the very beginning of your basket, and we're right at the center here. And so we add the next one and the next one over, which you can see is a little darker color. And then here too, I'm going to make it, and you press them together as tight as you can get. But I want to check to make sure to see if I have enough to completely circle the basket 1.5 times. Always start your basket from the center fibers and not ever from the corner, because then you'll weaken your corner. Always work from a central fiber. Cross over, fold. Cross over, down. This one goes to the back. This one goes to the front. Cross over. Cross over to the front, to the back. And as you can see, it really ties. Nothing's going to come undone after that. It really ties the basket together. Now I crossed over, I've come down on the rib, I've crossed over, I'm going to the next one, crossing over. Do a double twist on your corners, and that's because when we're going to fold this up, we need that little extra space for the corner. And now we're going to turn this, take my spoon, dig in underneath here. It's a nice place with a nice tool to dig in underneath without cutting. And there we go. So we have to make an odd piece. We have to take one piece and cut it in half. And it doesn't matter where you start in this middle part, but you never start on a corner. Again, that would weaken it. This is really important. Otherwise you can't. My weaver has been cut, and I'm pointing it more downwards because it's going to be tucked in at the back here. Now remember, this is the outside, this is the inside. Now I'm going to tuck it behind here, and this is just where I've already started with the basket, with cutting my fiber in half. Now we're going to go over, under, over, under. That first line is one of the hardest ones. The first 2 rows are really hard, but once you finish those 2 rows, and you see I'm coming around the corner here, and I'm trying to square it off on the corner. I'm going to have to now put in a new weaver. So I'm going to come in like this with this piece here, and I'm going to bring it right over the other weaver, the first weaver. So I'm going to bring it right over the top, camouflage it behind that rib. So we have to end it here, but we have to, what we want to do is also kind of arch it going out as well. So what you do is kind of start tucking it behind the first piece the first part of this that you were weaving. And it's going to be tucked behind, but it'll still stick out a little. So that's how we end our weaver. Now is the time to put the string in. That's going to have to go 1.5 times around the basket to make sure it's going to do it completely. But what I have here is 2 pieces of string, and we're going to weave one into the other, and in that way we can cover the whole basket. And then we're going to point the ribs, because we're going to do, the last part is to tuck in those ribs. So here we go. Over, twist, twist, down, over, twist. So I have to put in a new string, another string. And this will give you a good teachings of how to incorporate another string. So again, you fold it in half, you bring it over where the string is already there. Get underneath here, and you can see where we're going to tuck it in. Tuck this piece in right here. They're both being pulled in, one after the other. Check out here the front. Make sure it's lined up properly. And there you go. Our next step will be to point all our ribs before we tuck it in, and to find a piece that will go on the inside that is fairly strong, and that's going to become a kind of support for the inside fibers. And it's going to give us an extra ring that will be adding strength to the basket. And we got this here, your rib, and you're going to tuck it into that second row. And you're going to tuck it, remove your spoon now, and tuck. Push this in as far as you can go. It's going in even to the next rung down, but you only need one rung. And pull at the bottom of it. Pull tight, so you can get a very nice tight fit and be tucked in into the weaver on the second row. This one's going to go folded under like that. Push it down. I'm going to cut this now because it's gone all the way, and I've been able to fold it on top of the beginning one. And now it's the last piece to go in, and it's going to be tucked underneath. Now we're going to go in and cut inside. Not right level, but leaving just a little strip. So making a basket is a lesson about patience, and it's takes quite a while and a lot of patience, and sometimes you feel the fibers are coming at you and it makes you dizzy a bit, and you missed one or skipped one. You got to redo it all over. But again, a lesson in patience, and the reward for patience is more patience. And that's the thing we have to learn, is to take our time so you can enjoy it instead of just feel frustration. And you need a lot of time to make a basket. Remember, basket weavers are culture keepers, and they harvest those things that grow in our environment around us, and they represent what is growing in your neighborhood in a way. And it's a very hands-on thing. It's the one thing we can only do by hand, and to remember that it will take time, and to use that time wisely, and learn and gather patience in your life, and enjoy it. And most of all, enjoy it once you finish it. A basket can hold many things, even our dreams.